Alright guys, so far we learned that we are able to convert our motor from a, for example, forward motor into a reverse one. Now, sometimes we might have to do this conversion with more pace. In other words, the conversion should happen faster. Now guys, to achieve this goal, we actually need to use a new circuit. However, before we start talking about this new circuit, let's get introduced to a new equipment called double push button. Now, to put this simply, guys, a double push button would be an equipment consist of two other push buttons, a start push button as well as a stop push button. Let me write this down. Okay. Alright, so this was a very short definition on this equipment, and this would be its image, obviously. And I also have a clip here. Let me play the clip as well to get a better view on the whole device. And well, regarding their colors, guys, these push buttons could either be red or green. Okay, moving on. Alright, now let's see how exactly these equipments work. Now, as you can see, we have these contacts here. If we don't push the button down, this contact, number 3, would remain open, and the other one, number 1, would remain closed. And again, guys, we have two types of contacts, normal closed and normal open and normal closed here. But if we start pushing the button, contact 3 would be closed and contact 1 obviously would be opened. Now, guys, take a look at this side of our slide here. We got the American symbol for our equipment. The electrical symbol for double push buttons based on NEMA standard. And we actually have the two modes here, when we don't push the button and when we push it down. Now guys, another question, what is the exact usage of this equipment? Now, if you remember at the beginning of this very session, we said that we want the conversion in the motor to happen faster. And this is where exactly we can use this button. More specifically, guys, before we would have used two separate contactors, one for forward, the other one for reverse. But now, we've actually done something else here. There's a phase line connected to one side of this push button here, and the other side of the push button is connected to both of the contactors, both forward and reverse. Now, based on this current diagram, before we start using the push button, the forward contactor is deactivated, and instead the reverse one is working, okay? So we can say that this is actually the normal mode of this system here. Now, if we go ahead and start pushing this button down, the forward contactor would be activated and the reverse one would be deactivated. And remember, guys, as we have written here, this whole process will be done momentarily, okay? Later on in our future sessions, guys, we're going to see how we can use this double push button to do this conversion as fast as possible. More specifically, convert the motor from its forward mode to reverse, for example.